I believe the moment has arrived for a calculated alteration of presentation. These robes and this mask have served me faithfully for centuries. They are functional, efficient, and uninspiring. While time has not yet reduced them to rags, continued reliance upon relics of my imprisonment risks fostering stagnation, both practical and psychological. A predator must adapt its camouflage to the terrain it hunts. I will adopt attire befitting a minor arcanist of modest means. Clean fabrics, conservative ornamentation. The illusion of normalcy is far more difficult to penetrate than overt menace. Men lower their defenses around what they believe they understand. This adjustment is not vanity, it is strategic optimization. Let this be the first deliberate fracture in the shell of the past.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Morrowind with Alaric Corvain, who finally reveals his face today, as he's got a new outfit that I think makes him look much more approachable. He still looks pissed though, which is perfect because he is pissed. Today, I think we're just going to continue the Janata Syndicate. We finished the quests that are over in the Narcissus sewers, so we actually have to head to Ald Iuval again. We didn't finish the quest there. We sort of took a delivery here and just decided to stay. We can't even advance in the Janata Syndicate any further because the favorite skills section, I think we need a second skill at level 10. So right now our alchemy is like the main skill that's getting us through the Janata Syndicate. And then I think enchanting is high enough. We need to level up another one, whether that's security, blunt weapons, light armor, hand-to-hand. None of them are really helpful for anything we want to do, so we're going to have to kind of dump a stat and not really care about it. I do want to level up today because we have some really good bonuses and I would like to get more health and more magicka. But I wanted to come into here first because I forgot this guy's here and he sells spells and I want to see if he has a freaking charm spell. Because holy crap, do we ever need one, huh? He does not, but he does have a fortify speed spell. Now, it's to fortify someone else's speed, but we can make our own custom spell with that. He's also got a dispel spell that we can cast on ourselves. That's probably pretty good. Summon Daedroth. I think we actually have enough magicka to cast that. Greater Bonewalker. We could buy this. I think it's a separate Bonewalker spell, and then we could have two Bonewalkers. Seems pretty good. Yeah, he doesn't have a freaking charm spell. Nobody sells a charm spell in this game. What is he training? Pretty good skills, actually. Don't want to spend the magic on it, though, at the moment. Let's make a fortify attribute speed spell on ourselves, though, and see how good we can make it. Pretty good chance to cast this, actually. Oh, it's because the duration sucks. 10 seconds. Fortify speed by like 30. That's not too bad. Doesn't cost too much. About like 20 seconds. Okay, that's where you start getting into the failure territory. I'd rather just spam it a bunch than have it not be successful. So let's do that. 60% is decent enough. This is a restoration spell, which isn't our best school of magic, but we want to level it up anyways. Call this one speed boost. Be nice and creative. And we get some incantation XP, which is always good. Okay, so yeah, just a little bit of a faster way for us to get around because we are so slow. We basically crawl everywhere. With this, we move a little bit faster and we can just level up our restoration while we're doing it. I don't think there are any other spell vendors in Narcissus. I'm trying to think of some, but I feel like there's not any. Besides like the Mages Guild, of course. There's none in the Bazaar. But we need to head to Ald Iuval today anyways, so let's take the scenic route, use our fortify speed spell here. It's actually not too bad. It lasts a decent amount of time and does make us much quicker. Doesn't cost a lot of magicka either. Actually, that's not true. I'm pretty sure there are spell vendors in the temple and the Imperial cult buildings, but does Alaric look like a man who would ever willingly walk into a church? No. Especially not one that venerates Tiber Septum or the Tribunal. No way. That's why we're never going to buy the Mark and Recall spells, because I don't consider them valid spells. There's another bookseller. I didn't know that. Did we see her before? Him? No, I don't think so. Okay, so there are at least 2 booksellers in Narcissus. Good to know. Pretty weird looking dude, but okay. Ooh, he's got some 36 lessons of Vivek. Kind of want to buy those. They're pretty expensive though. Ash and Blood, Brief History of the Empire. So many books that I want to read. It hurts. I'm not going to buy any books right now. I'd rather save our money for a little bit. I was going to take the Silt Strider today to see if that'll let us get to other cities. I know there's a spell merchant in Helrenhol, I think, that we ran into as Kalia, so we could try to go there. Let's take the Silt Strider and see. Okay, so that'll take us to Helrenhol. There you go. Don't have to rely on the Mages Guild to take us to a place we don't want to go right away. Yeah, there's like a spell merchant somewhere on the outskirts of town. So that's something you might notice because our armor is different. The enchantment I have on Alaric's mask is Night Eye because it gets very, very dark in this game. And that was more for the benefit of you guys. I can see fine, but I know it doesn't always mean it's easy to see on YouTube. So we can wear the hood so you guys can see better. It doesn't obviously match, but it's always good to have Night Eye. We could make a Night Eye spell. I just like having it as a permanent enchantment, so I don't have to keep casting it though. Okay, someone here is a spell seller. No? Isn't it this guy? Yeah, it is. Are you here for spells? You're welcome to my services as long as you aren't here to pester me into joining the Mages Guild. No, I would never do that. No, he does not. He does not have a charm spell. Holy crap. Well, he does have a paralyze spell and a feather spell. Those are very, very good. Let's buy them. This is why we're saving up all of our money. What's our chance to cast that paralyze spell? If it's like half decent, then I think we just beat the game. 32%, that's pretty bad. What about feather? That's not too bad. Got a feather spell now too. That was okay. It's not what I was looking for. I just want the freaking charm spell. I guess let's just head back to Ald Iuval slowly but surely. Should have just took the boat, but at this point we're pretty close, right? Can you not take it to Ald Iuval? Yeah, we went right past it. Well, maybe the boat here will take it. Okay, well, from here we should be able to... No, we can't. So, stupidly enough, I can go from Helrenhol to Llân Oeg by Silt Strider, but I can't take a boat to Ald Iuval. What kind of sense does that make? I really think TR needs to go through their like travel routes and, I don't know, re-optimize them, rethink some of them. Some of them are pretty nonsensical. The only argument I could see is that like a Hlaalu town wouldn't want to sail to a Redoran town, but that seems kind of stupid. Because there are plenty of times when you can sail to places that are hostile or would be hostile to each other, so I don't know why we can't get to Ald Iuval from here. But we can take a Silt Strider to go farther south? That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, some million years later, from Helrenhol you can take the boat to Ald Iuval. Which makes sense, but why can't we take a boat from Llân Oeg here? I'll never understand. Okay, let's head back to our first Janata Syndicate contact, because he had more work for us and we need the money anyways. And I don't even think we can talk to the big boss until we're about rank 6 or so. We're pretty far away from that. I think we might be able to rank up to 4 or 5. But our skills aren't high enough, so they won't actually advance us. Maybe if there's a trainer in here and we have the money, we could hit that and advance up. Still not enough to talk to the boss, though. All right, finally we are back. I'll put my mask on since it's very dark in here. Let's mark this cell. Nice. All right, what's going on? Can I advance? You'll need to toughen up to meet the requirements of an enforcer, yes. Okay, so we could get something like, I don't know, light armor up to 10 right there, and then we should be able to advance, I would think. Advance. The boss has heard about your good work, Alaric Corvain. He's authorized me to promote you to enforcer. Oh, can we go talk to him now? Oh. The boss is pleased with your work, enforcer. He invites you to meet him in his tower complex, Udanu, in the canyons of Shipal Shin, south of Narcissus. Take this key. Remember, while you work for the boss, you act directly on his behalf. Don't disappoint him. Okay. That's interesting. I thought we were 2 ranks behind. So the question now is, do we go work for the boss? Because that's Alaric's like ultimate goal, is to infiltrate that tower, essentially. Or do we keep working for Terver here? Because I kind of want to show off the whole Janata Syndicate quest line. I don't want to like go to the boss right away and, you know, we're done with the guild because I don't feel like coming back to this guy. So maybe we'll just keep working for Terver and then we'll head to the boss, you know, once we're done here. All right. Do you have any work yourself? You'll be paying a visit to Audriller Baryon. Why does that name sound familiar? There was a time when he delivered cartloads of his cork bulb to his Redoran masters. These days, they're lucky to see a shaving of the stuff. These days, the Sergio prefers the sound of Hlalu Gold to Redoran piety. Can't blame him myself, but while we're guests here, we ought to do our host, Felmaru Lendu, a favor. Go to his plantation north of Ald Marak and knock out old Audriller to the ground. Fists only, no weapons, and don't kill him or anyone else. This is a teachable moment, not a murder. Well, of course. Who is Felmaru? We keep the Kamatong scum away from her precious strongholds, and she turns a blind eye to our business dealings. Or I guess I should say 2 blind eyes. Okay, yeah, so she is the head of House Redoran here. I remember her. Why does this guy sound familiar, though? Okay, north of Ald Marak. Ald Marak is over here, so I think she's somewhere over there. Can we ask about Ald Marak? No. Okay. Well, I kind of know how to get there. Is she the one we dealt with as Kalia with the Thieves Guild? That kind of sounds familiar. I can't decide right now, though. Is Hop Toad better? Is 20 points of jump better? It seems like it is than the speed boost spell we just made. Yeah. I guess they buff different things. This buffs alteration. Just depends on what we want to level. What are our current bonuses? Oh, crap. I forgot about the needs mod. We lost so much stats traveling around like that. Crap. Okay, well, we're going to have to deal with that first. I happen to know there's an abandoned tavern here that you can use the beds in as soon as you kill the bugs inside, so. Actually, Fortify Endurance and Fortify Unarmored. I guess we'll take it. Okay. Gotta remember my hotkeys. There we go. Can we sleep in here? No, there's too many enemies still. Okay. Come on out. I'm very tired. I considered making this our first home base because it's actually pretty spacious. And, you know, the reputation of it is abandoned, so no one's ever going to bug you about it. Okay, is that everyone? No. Where the heck is the last beetle? I mean, there's still time. We could turn this into our base if we wanted to. It's basically just a tavern. We could also have multiple bases if we really want to. Nothing's stopping us. It's just, I don't know. I guess we could have different little strongholds to hold our undead. This is a pretty spacious one. Ooh, and we can actually cook here at the stove. That's pretty cool. Can we cook this like that? Does that work? How do I cook that? Okay, there you go. Stew. Restore health. Holy crap. Restore fatigue, swift swim, and water walking. That's really good. Yeah, so this is from the Sundusk mod as well. There's like a whole cooking system that I haven't really messed around with, but it does seem very, very cool. That's like a really good thing we just made too, with just some random ingredients I've been picking up. Yeah, we should use this tavern as a home base for some character, even if it's not Alaric. It's a pretty nice one. Okay, let's sleep for 16 hours like a complete sociopath. We are dying of thirst and hunger. That is fair. Let's deal with that. Okay, now our only problem is we smell like butthole. But that's okay, because I brought soap, because I knew we would need it in these dire situations. All that fast traveling around was really draining our stats. Like, I always kind of forget about that. Gotta be more careful. Thankfully, there's some delicious swamp water to bathe in over here. There we go. Everything is going well. Something I noticed about our soap that we have, our fancy dancy soap, is after we wash ourselves, it gives us water walking. That's really funny. Imagine bathing in your tub and all of a sudden you start floating on top of the water because of some soap you used. That'd be pretty cool. I think we took some damage from the beetles, but I also think we were starving to death, so that's pretty fun. Okay, can we take this across? I can't remember if it's like faction only. It might be. Welcome to Ald Iuval. Can I help you? Can I travel? I only transport members of House Veteran.
Why walk when you can...
You have just made an enemy for life, my friend. When I'm done with Narcissus, I'm coming to Ald Iuval. How dare you not offer me transportation? Okay, with Hop Toad, it shouldn't be too bad, assuming we get the cast off. Yes, nice, another alteration level. So that is Ald Marak, and that is definitely the plantation over there. Okay. How long does our water walking last? That's really nice. Just from freaking using some soap. 8 minutes, all right. And that's because it's sea breeze soap. Interesting. Didn't know different soaps had different effects like that. Sundusk really is such a good mod. Very underrated. Well, I don't know if it's underrated anymore. Everyone seems to know about it. It needs to get more praise than it already has. Okay. Going to continue to grab alchemy ingredients. Some of these I've never seen before. Sponge Lotus. Interesting. What the heck does that do? Restore fatigue, drain willpower. Not bad. In fact, let's use some restore fatigue potions right now because I'm tired of failing to cast my spells. I have to assume this is it. North of Ald Marak. At least I think that's Ald Marak. There's only 2 Redoran towns in this part of the map. Ooh, can we take this stuff? I don't think so. Hello, slave. What are you doing here? Can you let Taya Leary go free? Where is your master? He is Taliri's master. Only be kind to him. He has a short temper. Hey, me too. I think we'll get along just fine. Maybe I'll kill him and free all of his slaves. And then put them to work in my fields. What brings you to our plantation, Outlander? Where is Ald Ruler Barion? My father's in the house. Oh, he's your dad, huh? Oh, you sell the stuff you actually farm. I like that. I wish more farms would sell you their whatever they were growing. Okay. There you are. Actually, I don't know if we've ever been here before. It's pretty cool. I don't know you. What do you want? I should have told his son. I'm actually here to beat up your father, if that's okay with you. Mind if I go in for a minute? Oh, sure.
Outlander.
You're his wife, huh? I believe you'll find my husband in the dining room. That's good. Okay, there's some pretty valuable stuff here, but eyes are all around us. Definitely want to steal stuff. Ooh, what's going on back here? We did get What was it, a ring? Or an amulet? Oh no, did I drop it? Didn't we get something that gave us like really good something? Ah, I might have dropped it. I might go grab it. Oh no, it's right there. Bird drum ring, yeah. Fortify, sneak, and invisibility, really good. Let's actually use this if we need to. Okay, what's going on in here? They're playing cards and gambling. Truly the worst type of people. You can also steal all their books since they're free for the taking. Overview of gods and worship and the brief history of an empire, all 4 volumes. And the eastern provinces, sure. A black rose, perfect. The seasons. Okay. That sword kind of sucks. I wonder how good this makes us when it comes to stealing stuff. Because I think when you're invisible, you can't be seen at all, right? As long as you're not detected beforehand, before casting the spell. But once you become revealed, they obviously instantly know where you are. I guess we're not completely invisible. She can see us right now. Well, we might as well try to steal from this, right? I kind of want that Argonian skull. I'm making a collection. Okay, if we can't get the gold, that's fine. Can I get the skull? No. Dang. Even with invisibility and a little bonus to our sneak, we can't grab that. Well, whatever. All right, old man, time to beat you up. I see by your outfit, Alaric Corvain, that your affairs are prospering. Can I help you? I'll see. Someone already recognizes the wardrobe change. That's good. I am he. Okay. We really just start like beating him up? I guess so. Only use my fists. Will they really know if I use my fists or not, though? Like if I summon a Bone Walker and then dispel myself before it kills him, like will that still count?
Those boots are ruined.
Well. Oh crap. I don't think I'll actually deal enough damage with my fist to ever intimidate him. Yeah, it seems like we would have just, I mean, he killed us, but it seems like we would have killed him. Can we intimidate? Kind of. We got him pretty high up there. I don't think this is one of those missions, though. I served House Redoran as a soldier for many years when I was younger, and we still enjoy friendly trade relations with the garrison at Ald Iuval. But I'm not going to close my eyes and pretend that nothing has changed. The Hlalu are undisputed rulers of the Coronati Basin now, and we've done well under their stewardship. We're even able to afford slaves to help us work the land now. Isn't that cute? They really want us to use our fists? I don't think we can even hit people with our fists. Maybe if we had a bunch of alcohol to fortify like strength and stuff. He's got some right here, actually. At least some grief. I don't know if that's enough. Ooh, there's Flynn. And more. Okay. That's how we do it. Steal his alcohol and then beat him with it. He's just running away from me. He's not even fighting. Yeah, you should be afraid. I'm about to become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. All right, speed 120. Come here. That doesn't actually help you hit better, though, does it? It just makes your strength really high. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to do this quest? The only other idea is like a fortify hand-to-hand spell. We can make a custom one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the idea there is good because that'll make us deal a lot more damage, but the execution, obviously, we still can't hit stuff because our hand-to-hand is 5. Okay, so we have Fortify attribute, but we don't have Fortify skill. That is a problem. He had some Fortify spells, though, right? Or did he only have... Okay, he has Fortify security, which we don't really care about, but with that, we can make a Fortify hand-to-hand spell. Doesn't have to be long, you know? It just needs to be enough to give him a good couple swings in. Maybe like 10 seconds. We really want it to fortify a lot, though, because, yeah, we're doing pretty bad here. Is 10 seconds too long? 60% chance is not bad. Okay. Thank you, Barusi. You saved me the time of having to walk all the way over to the Mages Guild. All right, back to the plantation. Hello. This is very convoluted, but hey. Okay. Fortifier punch. Nice. Oh, we can actually hit him now. It's kind of interesting he's fleeing like that. He's probably scripted to do that. Hey, we actually got a hand-to-hand skill too to go with it. I like how we're chasing around this old veteran and punching him. Oh no. This playthrough is definitely the evilest one yet. Stop. He's too fast. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is he so fast? By the time I catch up to him too, my freaking spell ended. Keeps running to the same 3 places though, so at least he's predictable. No, no. How do I corner you? Stop it. Okay, he's kind of glitched. He's kind of glitched. Fortify our hand-to-hand for a second. We're getting like good hits on him, but I guess it's just not enough according to the quest. And he unstuck. Okay, there we go. Jeez, man. Stop. I don't know who you are or what you want. If it's money, there's some in a small chest on the shelf downstairs. It isn't locked. Just please leave me and my family alone. I already took it. Hey, he got knocked out. Can we take his stuff? He doesn't really have anything on him. Okay. Jeez. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. Let's take his alchemy ingredients while we're here. And use that ring again. I mean, what is he going to do about it, right? I think we actually have a bounty on our head right now. Yeah, we do. Anything else? Good? No. Can we take this stuff now without anyone caring? His wife cares. He doesn't. Well, you know, if we're just going to leave anyway, I'll take everything I can. I want that Argonian skull. Is there anything over here I can take? Cork bulb root? Sure. Alright, alright. That's enough from you. Hey, what was that commotion? You, stop. Hey, yeah. Oh, crap. His son wants revenge. Well, we were told not to kill anyone, so goodbye. Hope to never see you again, but I'll be back. Hello. You were told to pay a visit to Adralair Barion. What's the result? I beat up an old man after he ran around for 10 minutes. I hope that old swit learned a valuable lesson today. Cork bulb might be worth coin, but protection is priceless. Here, have a couple of drinks on the house. I have had enough alcohol. And some of these alchemist's globe. Brew them up with some sulfur or the white dye you can find at some tailors and dyers' halls, and it'll make a potion that'll sharpen your wits for alchemy. That's actually good to know. You'll need it for the work I have ahead for you. Oh, okay. I need you to take care of Fulms Tenim. He's a guest at the Ald Iuval trade house over in Ald Marak. Or so he says. I say he's got Thieves Guild written all over him. Burawan sized him up, and she's convinced his Kraganmore accent is the only real thing about him. I can't have the Thieves Guild poking around our business, not while we're still getting our feet under us. So I need you to get rid of him. I don't care how you do it. Oh, I guess he says the work I have ahead, not necessarily this job. Tell me about the Thieves Guild. They're a union of Western gangs who think they're worth something here in Morrowind. We're newcomers on this land, yes, but so are they. The guild's been stuck within their 5 cities for decades now, and the new ring making moves from Vivek doesn't feel welcome between the natives, our syndicate, and the Kamana Tong. They're too smooth for any serious action, if you ask me. Blade between the ribs, short, sharp rap to the head, douse him in magical fire. I don't care how you do it. Just get rid of him. Can I advance? You haven't done enough work, and you don't meet our requirements. Why are you talking to me about this again? Well, at least we're not called a grub anymore. We're an enforcer. We just did some enforcing. Kind of. Okay, so need to go to Ald Iuval. Let's get good old Hop Toad back out. Do we still have water walking? No, that wore off. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy how good just 20 points of jump is. You wouldn't think it'd be that much because you can increase it to like 100, but it's a lot. And I failed the cast. Gosh dang it. Now we don't have enough magic. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to take quite a while to get across. We do have water walking. Maybe I should have used that. There we go. That'll make our Hop Toad a little better. You accidentally spilled from open containers. Oh, it's because we went in the water. Every time you like go in the water with this mod, it'll like fill up your empty flasks. And if you don't like cook it, I think it like starts to spill. Okay. So we need to head to the trade house. Don't actually know where that is. I've never been here before on any character. Healer. Kogotel. Barracks. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't see any trade houses, and this isn't that big of a town. There we go. Hello. Welcome to the Ald Iuval Trade House. My sister Lauren sells food and drink just up the stairs. She can rent you a bed for the night too. The rooms are downstairs, as is my father's shop. You're also a trainer. We should level up. We have really good bonuses now, so guess let's rent a bed while we're in town. Veteran guard.
What say you?
We rent beds, and I have some goods for barter. She actually has a lot of food. Holy crap. Good to know. Yes, I will take a bed. Thank you. Just head back down the stairs to the entrance and down another flight of stairs to your left. When you're on the bottom level, your room is the first on the right, next to the... I didn't actually read that last word. Next to the D. Okay, what's going on here, TR devs, huh? Maybe I should screenshot that and send it to him. Okay, here's our bed. Let's level up. I guess we don't want to sleep too long. Yes, we'll do strength, intelligence, and willpower. That's a really good one. Need more magic, need more carry weight. Let's check out the shop while we're here. Maybe he's got something good.
Speak, traveler. Yes.
Hello.
Let's hear it.
You look like a crazy old man. I kind of like it. He sells a little bit of everything, and it's all pretty bad. Firewood, camping gear, bedroll. Do kind of want to buy those. Let's buy both. I don't know if you need a bedroll and a camping gear, or if those are two sides of the same coin. We could also buy a copper kettle. I think that's how you cook stuff. Okay, so we're looking for Fulm's Tenon. And no one will tell us about him, so we just got to go up to random dark elves until we find him. There he is. That wasn't too hard. Hello. I don't know you. What do you want? Ooh, you sell spells. Do you sell a charm spell? I will love you forever if you do. He does not. I think we have to kill him. He does have a lock spell, which is always good to buy. Detect key can be pretty good. Why not? Everything else, though, is kind of... We already have a better version of it, so... So, I hear you're Fulms. That's me. I'm just a common dayteller visiting from out west. Why would I know anything about the Thieves Guild? You're a member. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. If you value your life, you'll leave this town. No way. I'm not giving him an out. We're gonna murder this man. What do you think this is? Kalia? Okay, so we have 2 Bonewalker spells now. And in theory, because they're separate spells, we should be able to cast them both. I guess one is for 30 seconds, one is for 60. Yes. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, well, that was not the best plan. I didn't think every single person in the entire building would come after me. They just really like Fulms, I guess. So we have to taunt him. There we go. Help, he's a madman. All I did was summon Bonewalkers and he's attacking me. I mean, you know, if you really thought about it, probably most people in here would attack me for summoning Bonewalkers, but no one really seems to care. Wow, he actually took out one of the Bonewalkers. This guy's kind of a baller. All right, well, you know, he attacked me first, so let's get out of here.
You may speak.
Hello. Holmes Tenham must be taken care of. He's dead. I heard his blood's cooling on the floor of Ald Iuval Trade House. Or maybe it's swishing around in the mop bucket of one of them Ald Iuval girls. Either way, you did good, Enforcer. Take these, and know I've got more work coming your way. Brass knuckles and a boxing shirt. He gave me brass knuckles? That's really funny. Fortify hand to hand. That would have been nice to have before. And a boxing shirt. Sanctuary 5, yeah. Does it just looks like a regular shirt to me? That's not a boxing shirt. Boxers don't even wear shirts. All right. Our shirt's better, I think. I mean, obviously that 5 Sanctuary is better than the shirt that we never use, but it's also fancier looking. I will put my mask back on. Why is it so dark in here? You guys need to put some lights up. So I think I am going to end it there for today before we pick up our next mission. It's been a lot of fun just sort of being evil all the time. It's a nice change of pace, not having morals or concerns for the living or the dead. Just doing what our character wants to do. And like I said, we are going to go back to that plantation and deal with those people for good. Maybe I'll take the plantation for myself. We can have multiple bases and, you know, just have undead spread all across Morrowind and Vvardenfell. Why not? Anyways, if you have made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel immensely. Other than that, though, thank you for watching and peace out. For the rest of us, though, we are going to start reading the Biography of Barenziah, at least the first volume. The Biography of Queen Barenziah by Stern Gamboge, Imperial Scribe. Late in the Second Era, a girl child, Barenziah, was born to the rulers of the Kingdom of Mournhold in what is now the Imperial Province of Morrowind. She was reared in all the luxury and security befitting a royal dark elven child until she reached 5 years of age. At that time, His Excellency Tiber Septim I, the first Emperor of Tamriel, demanded that the decadent rulers of Morrowind yield to him and institute imperial reforms. Trusting to their vaunted magic, the Dark Elves impudently refused until Tiber Septim's army was on the borders. An armistice was hastily signed by the now eager Dunmer, but not before there were several battles, one of which laid waste to Mournhold, now called Almalexia. So yeah, this is the discrepancy in the lore here. Whether or not this is Imperial propaganda or the reality of it is Bethesda just changed how the lore actually worked out. I think I was told this book is from Daggerfall or maybe Arena. So, you know, the story's been changed. Interesting to find this book for Alaric. Little Princess Barenziah and her nurse were found among the wreckage. The Imperial General Symmachus, himself a Dark Elf, suggested to Tiber Septim that the child might someday be valuable, and she was therefore placed with a loyal supporter who had recently retired from the Imperial Army. So in theory, Alaric knows who General Symmachus is. He knows maybe who Queen Barenziah is. It depends when he was traded over to the tribunal. So this is all very interesting. Sven Advinson had been granted the title of Count upon his retirement. His fiefdom, Darkmoor, was a small town in central Skyrim. Count Sven and his wife reared the princess as their own daughter, seeing to it that she was educated appropriately, and more importantly, that the imperial virtues of obedience, discretion, loyalty, and piety were instilled into the child. In short, she was made fit to take her place as a member of the new ruling class of Morrowind. The girl Barenziah grew in beauty, grace, and intelligence. She was sweet-tempered, a joy to her adoptive parents and their 5 young sons, who loved her as their elder sister. Other than her appearance, she differed from young girls of her class only in that she had a strong empathy for the woods and fields, and was wont to escape her household duties to wander there at times. Barenziah was happy and content until her 16th year, when a wicked orphan, stable boy, whom she had befriended out of pity, told her he had overheard a conspiracy between her guardian, Count Sven, and a Redguard visitor to sell her as a concubine in Rahad, as no Nord or Breton would marry her on account of her black skin, and no Dark Elf would have her because of her foreign upbringing. "Whatever shall I do?" the poor girl asked, weeping and trembling, for she had been brought up in innocence and trust, and it never occurred to her that her friend the stable boy would lie to her. The wicked boy, who was called Straw, said that she must run away if she valued her virtue, but that he would come with her as a protector. Sorrowfully, Barenziah agreed to this plan, and that very night she disguised herself as a boy, and the pair escaped to the nearby city of Whiterun. After a few days there, they managed to get jobs as guards for a disreputable merchant caravan. The caravan was heading east by side roads in a mendacious attempt to elude the lawful tolls charged on imperial highways. Thus the pair eluded pursuit until they reached the city of Riften, where they ceased their travels for a time. They felt safe in Riften, close as it was to the Morrowind border, so that Dark Elves were enough of a common sight. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, if you stuck around for the reading, I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and peace out.